What's up everybody? So in this video I'm gonna talk about what you should buy if you're getting into FPV, if you wanna get into the cool world of FPV. So if you're not sure yet if you wanna invest all your money, like I spent over $2,000 into this hobby and I don't even have an HD rig. I have an analog rig and analog goggles, and I have a tiny whoop, and I have the RadioMaster TX16S with Express LRS. I'll talk about that more in a second. So if you're not sure, then just get something like this, which will learn you the basics of hovering and orientation. And it's only $17 on Banggood, but I don't recommend Banggood. I recommend AliExpress or any local shop. But the best shop in at least Europe is this one. If you don't have a local shop, dronefpvracer.com. I recommend that one because that one is really good. And or just a local shop if you have one that ships to you. The next tier I would talk about, if you're more serious into getting into FPV, is this Emax Tiny Hawk 3 ready to fly kit. You get the goggles, you get the drone, you get the controller, and I think you can plug this controller into the computer and get a simulator, and that is what I recommend definitely to everyone. Get a simulator. Liftoff or even a free simulator can work. Liftoff or Velocity Drone works. I have both. They're both great. I recommend Velocity Drone for people who are really into racing. But Liftoff is also good, and because you have it on Steam and it tracks your hours, how much you've played and stuff like that. Actually, let me show you. I have it on Steam, but I don't even have it installed anymore because I only fly on Velocity Drone now. So yeah, and why is it taking so long to log in? There we go. Okay, I don't care about the updates. Oh my god, sorry guys. Okay, so here we have Liftoff, as you can see, and there's some updates. There's a lot of stuff, cool stuff going on in there. It's made by Rotorite, and you know. Anyway, the next thing you should consider is, if you're all in on FPV, if you want to get the best stuff, best radio, this is maybe probably the best thing you can get is a 4-in-1 TX16S. It will bind to anything, and if you need, and it has a module in the back here that you can use to bind to Express LRS. But if you're only gonna fly quads, then you can get the Express LRS version, which is the 2.4 GHz one, and you're gonna need the battery. This is the recommended battery. I have this one from my FPV Wing, which is, I think they had a picture. Yeah, this is the one I have. It's a Dart 250. Great wing. I never flew it FPV, to be honest. I just flew it a little bit. I've had it for years and it's just sitting. And if you want really nice gimbals for the TX16S, this is the one you should get. But if you're looking to get a little something cheaper and not something smaller that you can put in your pocket, I recommend the RadioMaster Pocket. This is what it looks like, and it can plug into a PC as well, and you can have a controller for the simulator. As I said, I recommend the simulator first, and then, or getting something like this that's really small and cheap to get to know how to fly first, and then you can get a radio and a simulator, and then buy something like these are just the add-ons you can get. Like if you buy the 4-in-1 version and you want to buy into maybe a helicopter, if you fly helicopters, or if you want to fly helicopters and other protocols, because there's FlySky, there's FrSky, there's Spectrum, there's so many protocols, Futaba. And if you get the 4-in-1 version of the Radio Master TX16S or any Radio Master Pocket, you see you have a CC 250, that's the 4-in-1 version, or Express LRS. And if you get the Express LRS, you will only be able to buy into Express LRS, not helicopters, not anything, only to Express LRS receivers, but you can always buy receivers that are Express LRS. But anyway, also if you want to buy a Crossfire module, I also have that one. It's not, I don't have it here, but it's in my bag. But it also goes in here, and it's expensive, yeah, but it will give you very long range, and just like the Express LRS, I think it will give you even more range, the Express LRS, so you don't have to bother with Crossfire, you can just get this one. And I don't recommend, like I said, I don't recommend Banggood because I've had many issues with them before. Just get it at a local shop or at this one if you're in the EU, FPVracer.com. And as for how much money I've spent on my drones, I've spent over $2,000, and I don't even have a digital rig. I have an analog rig. This is the Nazgul 5. It's beaten up. It's the V2 version. I had the V1 before digital was even a thing, and I don't see a reason to switch to digital yet, because I still want to get really good at analog and then switch to digital. And yeah, that's what I recommend you guys do. And yeah, I spent a lot of money on just a few quads. I've lost quads, and that's one thing you should keep in mind. Also, you might lose quads and stuck in trees. You might break stuff, and this antenna costs like $10, but if you break it 10 times, that's $100. You gotta think about that. And then you have wires, and then you have the antenna, which as you can see are broken here. I don't know if you can see that. The antenna is a little bit broken, as you can see. And yeah, that's my recommendation. The hobby is great, but it costs a lot, and I spent $500 on this drone, just on this one drone, because I upgraded to GPS and Crossfire and put the best 2.5 watt Reaper Extreme VTX on it and stuff like that. And I also lost the GoPro, and you gotta buy a GoPro for the recordings if you're not, especially if you're not buying digital. And also I have a micro, and this is the Mobula 7. I just realized I broke the antenna, obviously, chipped it off. That's not a good sign. But yeah, that's it for this video. If you like this kind of content, and if you like FPV, please subscribe, smash that like button, and thanks for watching.